Okay, we live. We live.
Yes, because it won't post up on Facebook if we took too long.
Ooh. Hey everybody.
Hey y'all.
Oh,
Shout out to the first person that popped in on the live.
yes, we giving people a chance to come. I ain't seen nobody coming yet.
My screen says one.
Ooh, why you echoing?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't hear echo.
Oh my
I
God.
love the nails, Joseph. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I like that. I'm gonna get mine done one of these weeks. When I come on here, I'm gonna have mine done.
I like the matte with the
They do. They
shiny
look
tip.
really nice.
I
Yeah,
didn't
his
want her to
nails do look
bling them
nice.
out as much as she did, but she did it, so I left it.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is the same color, but his look way better than mine.
Let me see yours. Oh, you're not showing them. Oh, those look good too, though. They look both of y'all. Every week I see y'all. Y'all be doing it.
Hey, Miss Southern Girl. Tramel, you still hear me echoing?
Yeah, no, it's like a distortion or something. I don't know what it is.
But Kenta, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Wait,
Tramel, do
I'm
you
not.
have that mic plugged in on your phone?
I'm gonna have to go out.
No, do you have that mic plugged in on your phone?
No, it's not. It's not plugged in. Hold on.
This is THC oil.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. Yeah, because his was messing up.
Okay.
The THC oil, I like that, but it makes me sick.
Okay.
Every time I do one of those, I throw up.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, let me stick to edibles.
Okay. You see, I need to get some edibles. I'm waiting for Snoop Dogg to send me some.
Say something.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I don't hear the
Yeah.
distortion.
Yeah, I don't get the distortion anymore. Okay,
That's
that's
some
good.
1, 2, 3. Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Shout
I
out to
can hear
all the
you.
people in the bushes.
Yes, shout out to all the people in the bushes.
Hey,
Hey,
Up,
Angela.
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 Is that Angelo?
Angela Smith.
Oh,
And
Angelo, I apologize. I thought it was an A. I didn't look good enough.
It is an A.
Miss Southern Girl.
I mean, it is Angela. Okay, right. And Miss Southern Girl, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. Welcome to the show. Welcome everybody to the show. Oh God, how was your weekend, Whiskey?
My weekend has been a busy weekend because I'm in pre-campaign mode.
Hey,
So,
T-Bell.
huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, because I'm in pre-campaign mode on my countdown to November the 19th when I officially launch my campaign.
Oh, where did Tramel go? Hey, Melissa. Tramel having technical difficulties.
Hey Melissa. I'm reading the chat today, so if anybody have something to say, I can at least know what they're saying and be able to respond because I usually didn't do it. So I hope I don't be offensive to anybody tonight because my brothers have pulled me up and I need to be pulled up, and I appreciate them for that. Can I tell you something right now that's going to sound like it's shock value?
What?
But I'm going to tell you why I'm going to say it. I didn't brush my teeth today. So guess what? I needed to brush my teeth. But I forgot to do just now when I was looking in the camera. Do I have time to go brush my teeth since Tramel ain't really...
Go ahead, because Tramel disappeared.
Okay. Give me a sec. I don't want nobody to smell my breath tonight.
Tramel disappeared, y'all, and I don't know where he at. Whiskey going to get y'all some fresh breath. So y'all stuck with me right now. Hey everybody, hope y'all having a good week. Had a good weekend because it's over now. Shout out to all the people in the bushes. And we're gonna have a good show tonight. I don't know if well, I know a lot of you do watch the Kingz Council. If you don't catch it live, you do go back and watch it again. You watch it later, and we appreciate you for that. I'm having me a little drink, a little sweet red wine. Hey, Betty, y'all like my nails? She blinged them out a little too much, but I let it go because the picture I showed her, they were blinged out like that. I should have told her I didn't want. Hey, everybody. Hey, Roxanne. Well, good evening from Sacramento, California. Tremel want to move to California, but I'm scared. I swear, soon as I get off the plane, that's when a big earthquake is gonna come. Dude. Melissa, we went to my mother-in-law's house today, and we stayed there for a little while. Yesterday was our movie day, so we watched that movie with Queen Latifah and Ludacris on Netflix. That was really good. Tremel watched. I fell asleep on it because I seen it already. Iron Man 2. And what did we do after that? We didn't really do nothing this weekend because next weekend we're going to Atlanta. So this weekend was just very chill. And then next weekend is our weekend to go to Atlanta.
What's happening in Atlanta?
Nothing. My friends just invited us to come down, her and her wife. And then I didn't know one of my other friends lived like 5 minutes from them, so I get to see him while I'm down there.
Awesome.
And matter of fact, shout out to Lance. Happy birthday, Lance, because today is your birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
The movie was good. I liked it. Hold on, y'all.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That was my Marilyn Monroe version.
You in Georgia, Miss Southern Girl? What part of Georgia? We might need to pay you a visit. Tremel got mad at me Saturday because he said I was being mean and rude because I said this ain't the TheMcRaeKingz on tour. But I wasn't trying to be mean and rude. I like if you live in Georgia, I don't have a problem with meeting you or seeing you. But I'm not gonna just get off the highway at every little. Oh, I live in North Carolina. Okay, let me get off the highway and go here. Oh, I live in Virginia. Oh, let me get off the highway and go there. I'm not doing that.
So let me ask you, are y'all back in your truck now? Or you still have to?
I went past the dealership today and my truck is sitting in the exact same spot it's been sitting in since it's been sold there. They haven't even started fixing my truck yet. But I don't mind because, first of all, when they gave me this loaner car and he told me, oh, you can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want to go. You can drive wherever you want to drive. I said, okay, this is going to take a minute. So when Tremel was like, oh, we should have our car back in 2 weeks, I said, maybe 2 months, but not 2 weeks. I knew it. I knew they would, but I really didn't care because I'd rather drive this car to Georgia than my own.
Okay.
So that's fine. I don't. Well, I told Tremel today I'm not even going to call them until I come back, and then press the issue is like, why isn't my truck fixed? Y'all haven't even moved it from the spot that it's been in,
right?
Since y'all had it for the last damn near 2 months. So, okay, there you go. Finally,
here I go, y'all. Lord have mercy, my battery went dead.
So, Miss Southern Girl, email us and let us know if you want to meet up, because we'll be in Georgia. I don't know what part. I don't know how far apart we'll be, but
she's in Georgia,
right, Melissa? I'm going to use their car until I can't use it no more. And their car is better than mine. It's a smart car. It's totally upgraded. This car tells me everything. It tells me when I'm.
Oh yeah, that car. I want to keep it.
There's nothing that this car won't tell you.
I want to keep it.
Right. Me and Tremel, we want to keep the car because they keep my truck.
Oh God, that car got XM radio. It got Wi-Fi. It got everything in it.
Okay, did I tell y'all what happened to my car?
Email.
Yeah, you told me somebody hit it.
No. It's not that it just hit it. I was asleep last Saturday night, and they moved it from my park and wrecked it and then put it back. But the accident was on the right side of the curb side where there was a tree at.
What you mean they moved it? Somebody stole your car?
Somebody moved my car and put it back. But you know what it was? It was somebody trying to intimidate me into backing down from running as mayor of the city of Baltimore.
Oh, is it that deep?
Yep, it is. My keys were right here in my bag.
Wow. That's something. That's something. Wow.
But guess what? I ain't afraid of nothing.
Well, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't
I'm
allow
not
nobody.
Even afraid to
I
die.
mean, I wouldn't allow anybody to intimidate me at all. No. I had a pretty good week. Oh my God. My only complaint is that I have acid reflux. And it is tearing me up. I can't get rid of it. Usually I can get rid of it, but I can't get rid of it for some reason.
And you just ate that spicy ass cabbage.
Mm-hmm. No, well, you know, that's why I didn't eat a lot of it, Joseph. I didn't even eat it all.
Because you made that cabbage spicy as hell.
I did.
It was good though. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. You know, the Jamaican side of me, I love it.
Went to go see my mom today, right? What else did we do this week, Joseph?
I told them already.
What?
They asked what we did for the weekend, so I told them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're a little late.
Thank you, Melissa.
I know I can be late. And y'all, I don't want y'all to think that yesterday me and Joseph was mad at each other. That's how me and Joseph talk to each other. I know they thought I was ready. I know they thought I was gonna bust you side the head yesterday.
He would have had another thing coming, honey.
That's how me and you talk too, Jamel.
Can't be trying it. Can't be trying it with me
King
too.
Jamel be trying it.
Can't be trying it with me. But then he'll back up and he'll say, "You know what?"
But guess what? It really is not Kenton that be trying it. It's Whisky Blu that be trying it.
Yes, Whisky Blu be trying it, child. I'm like, okay. All right. Okay.
Melissa Mosley said hello, Tremel.
Who?
Melissa Mosley on Facebook.
Hey, Melissa, how are you, sweetheart? I hope everybody's night is going well. Good evening, everybody. If I did not say good evening, everybody, you know I'm waiting for the Housewives of Atlanta reunion to come out. I ain't watched the season at all, but I always watch the reunion to see how these women gonna cut up. So I'm waiting for that to come on.
You better tape it.
No, I'm not gonna tape it. Is it on?
It should have been partway off by now. You better hit record so you get the whole thing.
Thumbs up as well to you.
Hey, Trisha. But y'all, welcome to the Kingz Council. Like I was saying before both of them left me.
Oh.
Welcome to the Kingz Council. We are glad to have you here another Sunday evening. Shout out to everybody on YouTube and shout out to everybody on Facebook. Sometimes when you make comments, we miss them. I can see Melissa Mosley's comments on Facebook, but some of y'all might be commenting and it's not coming up on this browser. So you may want to just jump in and switch over to YouTube so that if you are making comments, we can see them. But I can see Melissa, so she's good for right now. Hey, Jihad. And I can see Jihad's messages. But sometimes when I go back, I see some of y'all left messages that didn't pop up on here. So I don't want to miss anybody or make people think that I'm ignoring you. Because y'all here, I say hello to everybody.
Melissa said, "My friend Lester and I are like that too. We read each other for the gods."
Yes, we was going at it yesterday on that live.
Oh yeah, we was going at it. Yeah, we did.
At the end.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I had another bad experience I want to tell y'all about this week. Child, I messed around. We messed around this week. Mr. Joseph. Listening to Joseph again. He want White Castle. I'm not eating at White Castle no more. I'm just convinced that White Castle does not like me. I've tried to eat their hamburgers with onions. That didn't work. My stomach was on swole, honey. And then I said, okay, from now on, when I go to White Castle, I'll just get my hamburgers and my cheeseburgers without onions. I did that. Stomach was serving, honey. My stomach was serving, honey.
Hey, Maurice.
You hear me? My stomach was hurting. I felt stuff swimming around up in my system, child.
Swimming around.
Miss
Yes.
Southern Girl, she lived about 15 minutes from us.
You ever...
Say hello to your son, Tramel.
Ooh.
Maurice.
Hey, Maurice.
Hey, Maurice. How you doing?
Whiskey, you ever eat and all of a sudden you just hear all this. It feels and it sounds like something is swimming around in your system.
I've been there.
It felt like something was swimming around up in my system, and I was like, ooh.
Right, Angela. Angela said White Castle give her bubble guts.
Yes. Is that what that is? That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like.
Me, I felt bloated. I just felt like I had ate a Thanksgiving meal, and I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I remember you felt bloated. But I was in the bathroom all night. I was in the bathroom up until 5 a.m. in the morning, and then I got up the next morning, and I was in the bathroom until the time we left to take you to dialysis. About 10. It was about 10 o'clock.
Well, no, I didn't have to go to dialysis.
No, the next day it was about 10 o'clock. Remember?
Trisha, he do too. That's why he got that acid reflux. Trisha says she have GERD.
Yeah, I have GERD too. Yeah, it's
Miss Southern Girl. When I lived in Georgia, I like Crystals, and they better than they don't fuck with you as much as White Castle do. Cause
you know why? Because Crystals uses I don't know what kind of meat.
It's the same. It give you the same look. It's still square with the 5 holes in it. It's just that I think there's this beef and White Castle's is kangaroo.
Yeah, I don't know what White Castle's is, child. I don't know what White Castle's is. I don't know what kind of ground beef or kind of beef they be using, but it's dangerous.
Because Crystal never did that to me.
I love White Castle.
Let me tell you something.
So much to the point that I was trying to bring one here to Baltimore. But when I started doing the research, they do not allow others to do franchises with them.
Yeah.
So I can't bring it here because they don't allow people to do it. So I had to back down. I would have bought one here. I would eat White Castles every night.
But Whiskey, remember when we were in high school, everybody used to go to White Castle after the football games.
Remember the burgers were only 10 cents?
Yeah, we used to go to White Castle after all the football games and the basketball games growing up. I used to love White Castle, and I could eat it. I guess because I'm old now, child.
You can't get it.
Let me tell you something. When you get old, it's certain foods that you just cannot mess with. They are just not to be messed with.
But Miss Southern Girl, I agree with you because some McDonald's don't agree with me either.
Now let me tell you something.
The one we had
McDonald's that we got yesterday,
it was fresh.
So good.
It was good. Everything was fresh. The fries were fresh. The burgers
I don't
fresh.
like McDonald's.
And I'm not a McDonald's person, but Tramel's sugar dropped real low, so he had to eat. So I went to Wendy's first, but they didn't take Apple Pay, so I had to go to McDonald's. But it was fresh. It was good, and it didn't bother me. The only complaint I had was that the person that made my burger must have just went in and grabbed a handful of onions and said, "Oop, here you go."
Yeah.
But I didn't mind.
You know
because
what?
this is gonna sound nasty to y'all. I know it is,
what?
but I got Tremel a medium vanilla milkshake because his sugar was low, and I said, let me just overload him with sugar because he got a sweet tea, and I got the milkshake. So he was barely trying to drink the milkshake. So I know y'all gonna think this is nasty. I don't know why and what it is about a McDonald's burger with a lot of onions and their shakes. Oh, the onions and the milkshake taste so good together. So
Yeah,
like you
the
eat it and then
combination
you
of it is good.
right, you have like the residue from the onion in your mouth and then you suck the milkshake.
Yeah,
Oh, it
Oh
was
my
so
God.
good.
and then it ain't nothing like dipping your French fries in the milkshake too.
Right.
Well, guess what? When I was in Japan, McDonald's in Japan is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's different from here in the US.
Well, you know what? I'm not a McDonald's person. Like McDonald's food, I really don't like. I don't really don't care for it unless I'm hungry, I guess. But yesterday well, it depends on what McDonald's restaurant I go to because yesterday's McDonald's food was really good. It was really
Hey,
good.
Carrington.
Usually when I get some food from McDonald's, it's either dry, like the burger is like really dry and it don't really have no taste to it, you know. But that McDonald's yesterday was good. Who wrote this long dissertation?
Child.
Who
Somebody
was
on Facebook. Child.
A herpes cure.
huh?
And
A
HIV
herpes
and
cure.
cancer and whatever. Contact the doctors in some foreign country, honey. We ain't got time for that African shit, bitch. Bye.
Oh no, honey. We too busy dealing with monkeypox, child.
Right. You got a cure for monkeypox in Africa? Because if
Yes.
you got a cure for monkeypox, bitch, we can talk.
Yes.
You really
Well,
gonna read
well,
that
to be
message?
honest with y'all, to be honest with you, my doctor actually mentioned this stuff. So I'm gonna actually reach out to this person because my doctor mentioned it to me
Mention what?
about this whole cure for this stuff with herbs.
Oh, okay. Well,
So that's why I'm gonna research a little further what he's saying.
what were you talking about? Holistic doctor?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But ooh, and what's this here? Oh Lord, child. They done put it in there twice, child. Mm. Yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys are protecting yourselves. Speaking of that, I hope you guys are protecting yourselves. Make sure that you're wearing your mask whenever you go into a place where there's a lot of people, because you never know. That's how me and Joseph caught COVID, was because we're in a large crowd. Um, and with this monkeypox, don't be hugging and kissing on folks. You can air kiss, mwah, mwah. That's it. you know because this monkeypox is really contagious, and they're finding that a lot of people are getting it through sexual activity. So you people that are sexually active, just be careful. You make sure you be careful, protect yourselves, and
That bitch
because you do
tried to.
not want that monkeypox on child.
Mm.
I've seen what that look like on some folks' child. It don't look cute at all, honey.
Little
It looks
Baba
scary.
Dorsey, I told you we don't endorse that bullshit on our channel. That's why when you try to put it again, you see you block. You good and
Endorse
blocked,
what?
girl. That all that shit they keep trying to post again, so I blocked the bitch. But it's telling me every time they try to do it.
Oh, okay. Do I need to
Melissa,
block?
Burger King now is going down the drain. And Melissa, I was shocked that they didn't, because I was waiting for them to tell me they couldn't give me a milkshake because the machine was broke. But I was surprised when they was like, "Oh yeah, you can get a milkshake."
Well, you know what? Burger King. Let's not count Burger King out, because I'm waiting to see what's going on with Burger King, because they tearing down a lot of the Burger King restaurants and rebuilding them. So, and from what I heard
Hey,
that they're
Renee.
gonna start selling only one product or something like that, because
Well, they dropped in their approval rate. Wendy's took their second spot because McDonald's is always number one, and
I know
normally
I
Burger King is
hear
number two.
I hear that Burger King is only going to be selling one burger, and that's it, because the company feels as though they have too many different products, and that's
They
why
keep changing.
people are not coming to their restaurants. At
Restaurants.
one time they was just gonna focus, and they was gonna stop selling burgers. They was gonna start selling just chicken sandwiches, but I guess they changed their mind on that. Well, I mean, why would you call a Burger King y'all selling chicken sandwiches? That don't make no sense. But hey, okay, so we can ready to get the show started.
Yeah.
All right, well, Joseph, you're hosting tonight. No, Kenton, you're hosting.
You mean whiskey?
Whiskey.
All right.
You're hosting tonight, so you want to do your topic tonight. You can do your topic first, or you can choose Joseph or me, or
Well,
whatever
what
you
I'm
want
going
to
to
do.
do is I'm going to choose Joseph first to give his topic, and then I will go in the middle, and then we will bring King Tramel up last to close
Okay.
us out.
All right.
Okay, then I get to talk finally. So there's this trending thing going on TikTok where, Joe, how do you feel about the child? It's what it is. It's what it is. We'll talk about. I'll give you that afterwards. Oh, that would have been a good topic to talk about
It
tonight.
would have been.
But it's not what my topic is.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that.
But
though.
we could talk about that after.
Yeah, we can talk
the
about that after. Yeah.
My topic is this. On TikTok, it's been a thing that with tipping. So people feel that if you don't have money, you shouldn't go in a restaurant and eat and sit at a table and eat if you can't leave a tip. Or like Uber drivers and Door Dashers are not picking up your food if you don't leave a tip. Or some of them are going as far as to say, if I order $58 worth of food, I should give them more than a $5 tip. My problem is this is, first of all, when you do DoorDash, they put the amount down. So if you agree to that first amount and don't increase it, who are you to tell me that that's not enough tip when the person you working for is the one that put like $5.99 or whatever? Number two, I think as far as the service that your tip should be the service that you get. Yes, I agree that you should leave a tip, but there was a time when I had a horrible waitress, and the tip I left, I wrote on the receipt. Here's your tip. Put a smile on your face, and if you don't want to come to work, stay home because you's a rude bitch. That was her tip for the day. Because I'm not giving you money if you rude to me and stuff. I'm not. You don't deserve a tip.
Right.
Then one time, I was with two of my friends, but they were like mad short. So they was just as old as me, but they were so mad short, they looked like my sons. So the waitress, the food was whatever it was, and it was a nickel change. So I said, you don't have to bring me back the change. She went and got her manager to attack me because she thought I was leaving her a nickel tip. But by the time the manager approached me, and I'm cursing this bitch out at the top of my lungs in the restaurant, the girl is walking away with a $20 tip. Well, I followed that bitch into the kitchen and I snatched the money out of her hand, and I told her, bitch, first of all, if you would have went back to the table, you wouldn't have had that little white girl in my motherfucking face popping shit about why I didn't leave your black ass a tip. Now you're not getting a tip because what you should have did was go to the table. You wasn't rude, you wasn't mean, you wasn't nasty. Why would you think I would give you a nickel fucking tip? And even if I did, maybe I felt you wasn't worth nothing but 5 motherfucking cents, bitch. That's the part that pisses me off. The audacity. And y'all, I use that word a lot. The audacity behind it is what pisses me off. Who the fuck are you? You can't tell. Like today, my friend went to IHOP and he got that new 5, the 2 for $5 or whatever. The bill came to $10. So he asked the girl, well, because there was no place on the receipt to give a tip. He said, well, can I leave you a tip? She said, oh, you already did when you paid for it. Who are y'all to just add tips into my bill?
Well, you know what now, Joseph, when you go most restaurants, when you get your bill, especially in New York City, when you get your bill, there is already a gratuity charge, a
Right,
tip.
and they try to trick your ass because they put gratuity and then they put the amount, and then they got the nerve when they print out the receipt to have tip on it. So if you don't
Right.
pay attention, this bitch just got 2 tips. And
Yeah.
I pays attention because I'm
But
not giving you 2 tips.
there's like a standard in New York City. It's supposed, I think it's like 13% of whatever your bill is. That's what you're supposed to leave as a tip. But
you
you know what?
can't
Another
force
thing
me
I
to
want
do
to
that.
touch on. You know what I want to touch on? I want to touch on some of these nail salons that you go into, because you know me and Joseph, we
They
get our
just as
nails done.
bad.
I want to touch on that. Some of these nail salons with these Korean women, they will start doing your nails, and then they will stop in the middle of doing your nails, and they will give you they will tell you, I'm gonna give you a moment to go to the ATM so you can give me my tip.
Oh, you didn't see the sign in where we get our nails done?
No.
Not the one over here, the other one that messed up your nails the last time.
Uh-huh.
It says, before you get your nails polished, you will be allowed to pay in cash or go to the ATM and get the money.
Yes. It's like, now that is a how dare you.
Right.
That is a how dare you. I don't like that. Like I remember Joseph went to that nail salon in the mall,
And they
and the
sure did.
lady,
They
she
started doing our
stopped.
nails and
She
they
stopped
stopped.
and she wrote down how much of a tip she expected from me, and she wanted me to go to the ATM.
And then we had to go to the ATM in the CVS because they refused to take the debit card and put the tip on the debit card.
Yeah. So I was like, we left. Remember, we left. We just didn't go. We didn't go back. We left.
Right. We just got
I'm
up
like,
to act like we was going to get the money from the ATM, and we just walked away because she
But-
didn't do nothing.
but you know what? You know what I've always heard of these women. Some of these women that work in some of these salons, these Korean women, of their families owing money and stuff like that, and that's why they're just so diligent in getting tips and stuff like that. And somebody taught them the wrong way. You know, they just coming over here from China and from Korea. Somebody taught them the wrong way. You don't demand no tip.
But what you're saying is true, because I've heard that too, where like the money they make, like, okay, so we pay, if I pay $80, if I get $80, if I pay $80 to get my nails done, they might only get $5 of that $80,
right?
Because they owe a debt for getting over here.
Yeah,
if that's true. So I understand why you want a tip, but in the reality is, okay, the girl that did my nails, she deserved a tip.
Right?
My
Yes,
nails,
she
I
did.
love them.
Yes, she did.
The girl that did Tramel's nails, I was pissed that he paid, and I was pissed that he gave her a tip. Because if y'all saw it on the community wall, what he asked for versus what he got, Tramel looked like he was playing the icing and pulled his hands up, and that's what ended up on his nails before he got them redone.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
And she had the audacity to sit there and want to get paid and want to tip, and then had the audacity to want to charge him $80 for that bullshit.
Yeah, I paid $90 for that whole thing. Yeah.
Well, I want to give my commentary, if y'all don't mind, on the tip thing. I usually tip a person at least 15 to 20%, whether they give me good service or not, especially if I have sat at the table for at least an hour. My reason why I do that is simply this. People that work in restaurants, they don't get the minimum 15 an hour plus their tip. They get about $4 or $5.
Right,
so whether they give me good service or not, I want to make sure they at least get $15 for my hour at the table.
Right,
so that's why I do it the way I do. I'm one of those people. I treat people the way I want to be treated, not the way they treat me. So that is the reason why I just pay 15 to 20%. I usually will ask them how much you get paid an hour, and then I will tip them accordingly to at least make sure they make up to 15 an hour or I might give them 25% to make sure they get at least $20 an hour. That's why I do it.
Right. Well, you know what? You're right. Most waiters and waitresses, they don't get paid, an hourly rate, like a minimum hourly rate wage. Their hourly rate wage is usually like $3 or $4 an hour, because there's an expectation for them to make money off of their tips, because they get tips every night, So that's why their wages are totally different.
Well, if you give me horrible service, that little $3.
No, yeah, if you give me good service, I'm gonna give you a nice tip.
No, if you give me bad service, that little $3 that you made, you might as well go home and buy some ramen noodles, bitch, because I'm not tipping you if you are like. And I can say I never.
And I understand that too, Joseph.
I never had only that one time when I had somebody really bad, but on the whole, most of and Tremel know me, child.
So
you start out with me. Tremel laugh at me because I'm like, you already know they starting out with $20. The longer they make me wait, I start deducting. And if
usually we don't have no problem. We usually tip good, Joseph.
Right, because we get good service.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? Just to kind of give this, and I don't want to really put this celebrity's name out there, but a very well-known male celebrity that hosts a number of different shows on TV. I was told that right here in Baltimore, he gave somebody just a 59-cent, or it may not be exactly 59, but it was just some change for their service. And I won't call their name because I know he's going to end up giving into my campaign. So I'm not.
Was he in a diner?
I'm not going. Well, I'm not. It was a hotel he was at.
Oh, okay.
And so what I want to say about the reason why I do what I do. So if they tell me they only make $5 an hour, I'm going to make sure that they make at least 15. So my tip is going to at least be $10 to their $5. Now, whether I give them more depends on their service to me. Sometimes I'm just going to make sure they get a minimum of 15 for that hour that they serve me. If they give me good service, I will make sure they get about $20 to $25 for that hour that they serve me. But when you have money like that, it doesn't matter to you because you know that when you give, it's going to be come back. So even if they didn't treat me right, I'm still going to be blessed for blessing them, even though they didn't bless me. And that's just the way I am. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else. That's just the way I do it.
Right. Well, bottom line, I think if you get good service, a good service deserves a good tip. Period. Point blank.
Because I don't think it's fair that I sit there and tip somebody bad the same way that I tip somebody that went out of their way. I don't think that's fair. I think that you should be tipped according to how you. Now, I don't mind somebody telling me, well, I'm going to leave a tip, but leave them $2 and leave the person that gave you the best service $15, $20, $30, whatever you want to do. But they need to know that they sucked, because as long as people keep tipping them, even though they're giving bad service, they're going to continue to give bad service. Ain't nobody ever going to check them and say, well, if you want bigger tips, what are you doing wrong?
Right.
Why are people only leaving you $2 or no tip at all? But these other people getting $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 tips, and you only getting $0 to $2. Because if everybody keeps giving them $20 or $15 and they getting bad service, they're going to continue to give everybody bad service.
Well, guess what? Well, here's my thing. A bad service person gets only $15 for that hour. A good service person gets $20 to $25 for that hour.
No, the bad person needs to get their little $3 plus $2 more.
Well, I understand. I respect you for that. I think you should do it the way you do it. I just want to be known that I do it differently, and reason why I do it the way I do it.
Everybody do what they do, but I'm just saying I can't go to work and when I was doing customer service and sit on the phone and curse somebody out and think I'm going to win a prize, while Tremel is sitting there giving everybody excellent service, making them happy, and I win the prize, and he's standing there looking like, well, what about me? I heard him on the phone. He sound horrible. That's like giving a child a child right up on the walls and you like, here, you want some candy? And the other one sitting there reading the book and you looking at them like, okay.
Well,
You read the
again,
book.
so that y'all know, I'm running for office. So I got to do things a little different than what people who are not running for office do. So that's why I do things the way I do it.
No, and that should be more the reason you check them bitches.
Okay.
But guess what? When you're a teacher and you get paid for teaching, I ain't teaching nobody shit for free.
Right.
You ain't teaching them for free. You giving them money. So
well,
you can teach them in the process. What you need to do is give them their tip and say, you know what? You was a real bitch to me.
Well, I do
but
do
I'm
that.
still giving you a tip.
I do that.
I'm trying to teach you how to be a better person.
Okay. Well,
yes,
so,
here
I
in the McRae
that.
Kingdom. Wait a minute. Here in the McRae Kingdom, we are trying to teach you people how to be better persons. So you tip all you want to. The cash apps are right there. So
but guess what?
We accept.
You can send me a tip right now if that's what you want to do.
Yes.
And guess what? I don't even have mine up because I want y'all to support the McRaeKingz or JoJo McCrae. Support them. Don't even worry about me. But guess what? I'm not even taking a salary when I run for mayor. I'm only accepting $1 a year to serve the people. Why am I doing it that way? Because God told me to do it that way. He said the past leaders have raped this city so much and they served for the money. He said, but you need to let them know you don't have to serve for the money. And God said, I done promise you to supply your needs. I done promise you that you'll never, I promise you that if you give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and run over. But guess what's going to happen? I'm only taking $1 an hour, and I will just $1 a year, which I will serve for 12 years. And I will let the people know if they ever want to be a blessing to me, guess what? They can just send me a love offering.
Well, we all vote for Whisky Blu for mayor.
Me and Jesus will have to have another conversation.
You running for mayor of Baltimore, right?
Yes, the mayor of Baltimore.
Yes, vote for Whisky Blu for mayor of Baltimore. You Baltimore people, y'all vote for Whisky Blu and support Whisky Blu. And for those of y'all that want to support him in his campaign, you simply go over to his channel, his page on YouTube, which is under Kenton Rogers, but it also is under Whisky Blu, right?
Right, but can I be honest with them? They cannot support my campaign yet because I'm only in pre-campaign mode. They can support my pre-campaign, but not my campaign until I officially file all the paperwork, and then I will have access to those independent dollars, and then I will be able to raise funds from people. So if you are giving anything now, you're giving it to my pre-campaign or as a love offering to me so that I can get to my official campaign.
Okay, well, what we're going to do tonight, Joseph is going to put the link to Whisky Blu's page on Facebook so that you guys that want to go over and support him, you guys can go over and support him. You know, you guys will get that information before the show is out as well. So, what's the next topic? What's the your next? I'm
hosting, so I'm about to go and close out that last topic and let y'all know, King Joseph, that was a wonderful topic that you just brought up. It was really enlightening too, and I thank you for bringing it up. We appreciate you. Now, my topic is a little different. It's not in the news or anything. It's just my thoughts about some things, and I know I think differently from a lot of people, but what I'm about to share with you, I'm trying to do this right, is about the funeral business and burying our dead. That's what I want to talk about. I got a call the other day from Africa, from one of my sons, and he shared with me that his mother passed away and that he needs 7,000, watch this, US dollars, while his ass is in Nigeria. He needs 7,000 US dollars to bury his dead mother. The first thing I said to him was this: that ain't your mother. Your mother had left that body. That was just a shell she was in. And guess what? your mother ain't even concerned about that body. It's you that's concerned about how you're going to dispose of her body. And I said this to him. You're in Africa. So I have two options for you. Why are you burying her in the first place? He says, because that's our tradition. I said, okay, but guess what? I'm not going to pay $7,000 of my money, though I could give it to you for you to put it in the damn ground. Now, I gave him two options. I said to him this. One option is to make a plank. Put your mother on the plank, the body, because it's not your mother. She's a spirit and she has left the body. I said, but if you take her body and put garlic and spice and seasonings on her body and float her out to the water, then she will end up becoming food for God's creation, for either the fowl of the air, the beast of the field, or the fish of the sea. But if you don't laugh at me. But if you don't want to do it like that, then put her in a shroud and bury her within 48 to 72 hours like the Muslims do. Don't get her embalmed. Put her in a shroud and bury her with no clothes on. Because once the shroud biodegrades, now she will end up becoming food for the worms. But if she becomes, this ain't funny, if she becomes food for the worms, the birds also eat the worms. So nourish.
It's a whole ecosystem, y'all.
Right.
Listen.
Talk to me, y'all.
Listen, hold on. Let me be clear about something. You said Nigeria?
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
That's a scam. Like Melissa
not
said,
only have
I've
been to Nigeria, I know that Nigeria, number one, is it is a very poor country. In the sense that listen, the average funeral here in the United States is about $7,000.
No, it's
10. That's
a
third world city. Ain't no funeral. If her funeral was $7,000, then she must have been royalty. She had to be royalty. That's a lot of money for a funeral in Nigeria. And most Nigerian people, their tradition, yes, is to bury their dead, but they bury their dead very simple. They put them in a box. They put them in a wooden box and they bury them. And in some places they put them. They take them down by the river and they burn them. They burn the body. And some of them they take them down by the water and they just take them and they put them in the water. Oh, and speaking of that, Joseph, remember we saw that video of those people. There's a place in China where people actually they dig up the people that have passed on in their lives. They dig them up every year, and they bring them in. They bring them home. Could you imagine? I mean, and they bring them home, and they be looking. Half of them, some of them are not fully decomposed.
Melissa, I agree with you. Don't worry. When it's my time to talk, that's exactly what
some of them are not fully decomposed or anything. Some people just have some weird traditions and stuff. I watch a lot of that stuff on YouTube too. I watch a lot of different bizarre funerals and things like that, don't I, Joseph? I saw this one lady, her son, he was a rapper, and so she wanted him to have his funeral in a club. So what she did was she had the funeral home stand him up and dress him like he was going to the club, and they put him on stage, and people was partying with this dead body on stage.
Most of the time they do that stuff in the South.
Yeah. This was in the South. This happened in the South. I'm telling you, y'all. It's some people have some strange traditions when it comes to bear. I told Joseph, I said, Joseph, when I die, child, just go down to the Jersey Shore, find a bonfire, honey, and throw me on top.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
what
about.
you should have told him to do. You should have told him, what you gonna do is this. You gonna make her some fufu and some oxtails, put it in a little, get 3 slats, 1 for the bottom and 2 for the side. Get some bush and cover it in them bush and lay her in there, honey, with the fufu and the oxtails. Push her in the water and set it on fire, child, and let her burn in the middle of the water.
Right.
Exactly.
But first of all, any African calling you asking you for $7,000 is a straight up scam and a straight up hoax, honey.
Okay.
Because that's all they ever do. And you should have told him, I'm not a little old rich white woman, honey. I'm a black man. I ain't falling for that bullshit sending you $7,000 because allegedly your mama died, because you probably sitting right next to your mama while you telling me she dead. And she agreed to it because she wants some of the $7,000 that she thinks is a scam from me. It's a whole scam. And I'm glad you did what you did, because I'm sure it set his little whole life upset when you said set her in the bush. Let the fish eat her, or let the worms and the birds eat her. It probably was like, what is he talking about?
Okay,
and so you know what?
The same thing.
You know, my closing words was to him this. I said,
Melissa said, put your right glasses on so you can read these comments, Trebell. Melissa said, put your glasses on so you can read these comments.
So what I ended up telling him, hey, Monte, what's up?
Hey, Monte.
What's up? Well, what I ended up telling this person is this. My money, my choice. Your money, your choice. So you make a choice. But I said to him this. I said, I remember a parable in the Bible when one person had 1 talent, one had 2, and one had 5. The one that had 5 invested his. The one that had 2 invested his. The one that had 1 buried his. So guess what? God does not get glory out of putting $7,000 of my money in the ground. I'm gonna take that $7,000. I'm gonna invest it and make it more.
Right.
Wait a minute, though. You know what I'm laughing at? Let me tell you something. Whenever there's a problem, the Whiskey Blu will talk about the Bible says this. The Bible says that.
Do y'all know?
You can say the sky's falling. Which was what about?
I got a word. But guess what?
When God said back in
you know why that is?
14.
Do y'all know why that is? Because I have been reading the Bible since I was 5 years old.
Right.
I have been studying the Bible since I was 7.
Right.
And I'm now 54. So I understand things differently from a whole lot of people. I don't knock how they
Whiskey Blu will pull the Bible out on you in a minute. I don't care what
my mother died.
Well, guess
Jesus
what?
said,
I would pull out the Bible or the Quran or the Torah or the Buddhist teaching or the Hindu stuff. I will pull out all of them because I'm not just Christian. I'm Muslim. I'm Buddhist. I'm a Jew. I'm a Hindu. And you get what I'm saying? So because I'm that way, I'm not like most Christians. I am a Christian, probably more Christian than most Christians. But y'all ain't gonna like me saying that, but it's probably the truth. Because y'all read the word, but I live the word.
Okay.
So now we're gonna move on to our next topic on tonight. That has been a good one as well. I think King Joseph had a good topic, and guess what? Dr. Whisky Blu had a good topic. And why do I call myself Dr. Whisky Blu? And what does the SD stand for? It stands for spiritual doctor. I'm a spiritual doctor to people. I write prescriptions, but it's not like what the doctor that you go to the hospital for.
Come on in the room.
Come on, sing it now. Come on
in
the room. You know.
Y'all gonna stop playing with me.
He write my prescription.
King Jamel, let's welcome him. What's your topic tonight, sir?
Well, listen, I'm taking my topic from entertainment. We're gonna talk tonight a little bit about Little Kim. Now, I know that everybody, if you live on this planet, then you know who Little Kim is. Little Kim is a rapper from the Bad Boys record label. She was down with Biggie and Sean Puffy and all of them. You know, she just came out with a new single called Morning After. No, what was it called? Yeah, Morning After. This record that she did, it was with Meg Thee Stallion. It's a remix. It was a remix, and I guess what happened in the record was she was saying some things about she was saying some things about kids. And
she was talking about her ex-boyfriend.
Right, she was talking about her ex-boyfriend, but it was misconstrued, and it was it was insinuated that she was talking about Nicki Minaj. So 50 Cent went on a rant and told and he made he tweeted that Nicki Minaj needed to come after her because she was talking about her son, which Little Kim had to clear up and say, no, I wasn't talking about Nicki Minaj's son. I was talking about my ex-boyfriend, and my thing is this.
But wait, he talked about her daughter's eye too.
Yeah, and then he talked about her daughter. 50 Cent turned around and he kind of like went off on her because she talked about Nicki Minaj's son, but then he goes and says something about her daughter. And see, here's my thing. I have I have two things to say. Number one is, okay, 50 Cent need to mind his business and stay out of shit sometime. Number two is, why is everybody always comparing Little Kim and Nicki Minaj to one another? Because they are nothing. They're not the same. There's nothing similar about them at all. And this Little Kim Nicki Minaj beef that was started, I think it was started amongst the followers, the people that follow Nicki Minaj and the people that follow Little Kim. I really don't think that Kim really, to be honest with you, ever had a problem with that girl until, she started saying things about her. I think really Nicki really started this whole beef thing because it worked for her. It worked in her favor. It worked in her favor for her career. But I'm so sick and tired of hearing people compare Nicki Minaj and Little Kim because they're nothing, and they're not none. They're not. There's nothing similar about them. They both have different rap flows. They both have different rap styles. They rap about different things. Kim is from the hood. She raps about things from the hood. Nicki Minaj is more of a pop artist. So of course she raps about having fun and having a good time and things like that. I don't want to take anything away from Nicki Minaj because she is a great rapper. And they keep it's this thing about who's the queen, who's the queen. Now, to be honest with you, is Nicki Minaj the queen? Absolutely, she is the queen because she has done more in record sales. She's done more on the charts than any female rapper ever. So yeah, she should get those props for that. But to compare her to Little Kim, I don't think anyone should compare her to Little Kim. Now, did Kim make her mark in hip hop? Yeah, she brought what she brought to the culture, and she is a queen as well. She's the queen of Bad Boy. She is the queen of hip hop. She is one of the queens of hip hop. I think this generation today wants to put one person up on the throne when there are many. You know what I'm saying? Like Joseph and I, we the McRaeKingz, you know. We ain't the only people in social media that consider ourselves kings or queens. You understand what I'm saying? Um, there it's too much competition to be this number one, when it's not necessary, especially amongst us as people. You know, I hate that we as people, we fight over such petty little things, especially when it comes to the culture, when it comes to music, and when it comes to our contributions in music and social media, everything. There's always a fight, 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 fight. Why is there always a fight for everything? You know what I'm saying? It's always a fight. Even here on YouTube, the way some content creators go after each other to be number one or to have the number one spot. Oh, T.S. Madison, she's the number one. She's the number one social media person on YouTube. And, it's just, it's not necessary. It's just really not necessary. And I really think that one of the things we should really focus on as people is coming together more. I say this is one of my statements that I always say. We will never be able to enjoy the fruits of our evolution until we are able to come together as one and sit at the table and have not only the easy conversations, but the hard conversations. We need to break bread with one another. We need to make menses with each other. We need to learn how to forgive more. We need to stop being each other's enemies and start building each other up and start supporting one another, encouraging one another. I'm telling you, if we could do that as a people, there's nothing that we can't do in social media, in media, in music, in anything that we do, you know. Um, but what do you guys think about this Little Kim 50 Cent thing? I think 50 Cent sometimes, sometimes he goes overboard. Now, one of the things that people are saying is both
This
Little
puppet
Kim,
for you, Melissa.
but they're saying that both Little Kim and 50 Cent are very nice people. Do you think that they should sit down and squash this beef that they have amongst each
Ain't nothing
other?
to sit down and squash. He should have minded his fucking business. If she was talking about Nicki Minaj or Nicki Minaj's son, that's between Little Kim and Nicki Minaj. It had nothing to do with him. Nobody
Right.
mentions his name in the album. Nobody said anything about him. He always sticking his nose in other people's business and trying to create situations that are not there. He
Well, here's the
always
thing,
does it.
Joseph. 50 Cent and Little Kim have been beefing for years, ever
Since
since they
he
did
since they
the
did the
song
lollipop
together.
video.
Ever since they did the song The Magic Stick,
Right.
they've been beefing. Now, Little Kim, when she tweeted today about him saying what he said, she also made another statement and said, "Oh, you're still mad about that date?" Now, when she said date, nobody knows what she's talking about. They don't know. She's saying, "Are you still mad about the show date, or a date that we went on, or any?" She was like, "Oh, you're still mad about that date, and that's why you won't. That's why you won't leave me alone." So, that's why I said, do you think these two need to sit down at the table and have a conversation about what happened years ago? Because this
No.
beef actually goes back about 12, 13 years.
And he's still bitter.
Yeah.
She left it alone. And like she said in her tweet back to him, that she is the most disrespected hip hop artist, female hip hop artist of them all. And she is.
Is.
Because
Because my
people
thing
make
is,
fun of everything about
and
her,
this is
make
this is
fun
what I
about
want to
her.
know.
They make fun about her plastic surgery. They make fun about
Right.
everything
But
about
this
her.
is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. I see so much in social media and in media how people are always saying, "Oh, Little Kim is this and she's nice and she's this." But where are all these people when people are saying all these bad things about her. I'm talking about the hip hop world. Where are all you hip hop artists and you rap artists that go so hard for Little Kim? Where are y'all when these people when people be attacking her like this? Where are y'all? I'm
Well, at
like,
the end of
Lil
the
Kim
day,
ain't
if
got no
somebody
friends.
attacks somebody
She
that
don't
I
got
know,
no
I don't
friends
have
that will
to.
defend her.
I don't
You
have
know what
to
I'm saying?
jump to your defense just because you're my friend, because at the end of the day, it's your fight, your battle.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
Nicki
But
Minaj
nobody,
did. Nicki
Joseph.
Minaj hasn't said anything about the whole thing, which I agree because Lil Kim said I wasn't talking about her, so there's nothing for Nicki Minaj to say
Yeah,
past
but
that.
Joseph, in the 22 years, it's in I'm gonna go back to 2000. So in 22 years, some of the things that you've seen Little Kim go through in media, you've never seen anybody come and speak up for her. And and what I'm saying, as far as the hip hop world, that's sad. That's very, very
Well, what are
sad.
they supposed to say?
Well, Joseph, it's not what they're supposed to say. I mean, they can say nice things about her. I mean, I've
But
seen
nobody. It's not like people attacking her character.
no, but
They're
what I'm saying
attacking.
is I've seen other rap artists that have been attacked
But what I'm
in
saying to
media,
you
in
is they're
social
not
media.
attacking her character. I've never seen anybody say Little Kim is a bitch or Little Kim is mean or Little Kim is, she don't pay people that work for her. I've never seen
No, no,
anything
no.
like that.
What I'm saying
Most of the
is
stuff that I've
this.
seen are memes or mimes or however you want to say it of her
Yeah, I
plastic
mean, you've seen
surgery
that, but
and
what I'm
things like
saying
that.
is that I've seen the hardest of rappers be attacked in social media and in television, in the media, and I've seen other rappers come to their rescue or defend them just for
Okay,
GP,
so
just
tell
because
me
they
a
were
time Little
friends.
Kim was
Hold on,
attacked.
hold on for a second. Just because they were friends. I've never seen anybody in Little Kim. They say stuff about her plastic surgery and stuff. That's not all they said. When she went to jail, she didn't have the support of nobody. Nobody supported her when she went to jail. When she got out of jail, nobody really supported her.
Well,
You
that
know what I'm
shows her
saying?
that those
And
people
this is
wasn't her friends.
I'm sorry.
That shows her that the people she thought was her friends weren't her friends.
Yeah, that does. But what I'm saying is what is sad that she's an icon in hip hop, and she don't get as many flowers as she should get, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm not saying that Kim is the end all be all, but she is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Can I give my 2 cents?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Whiskey. I'm sorry.
Well, let me give mine. Number one, as far as Lil Kim is concerned, I love Lil Kim and I love her music. And you're right, she should be respected because of her music. But I also want to say this: I'm not necessarily impressed with all the plastic surgery that she's done, but that's none of my business because that's her life and her body, and it's her choice what she want to do. So whether I like it or not, she has every right to do whatever she wants to do and to tell me to kiss her ass. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you
Right.
100%. I'm not impressed with the plastic surgery because I I tell people this all the time. Coming from and you know this as well, Whiskey, because both of us come from the music industry.
Right.
I was there from the beginning. All of us, all three of us were there from the beginning when rap first started, when it first
Right.
came on the scene.
To the
All three
hip
of us
hop,
were
hippity
there.
hop, to the hip
So
activity hop.
yeah, right. So I know what Little Kim looked like before all the plastic surgery. I know what she looked like. She was a pretty girl before the plastic surgery. But those are her own, mental demons that she dealt with, and that's the way she chose to deal with them. I can't do nothing but respect that. I have nothing but respect for her. If that's what it was her life. That's what she chose to do. If she
Your
chose to get
Highness,
the plastic surgery, she chose to get them.
Your
She thought
Highness.
she thought that she was a very unattractive girl. She people used to choose.
I know. I'm saying
Pe-
Your Highness because Your Highness can I finish giving my commentary
Oh, I'm
on it?
sorry. I apologize. Go ahead,
Because
child.
I know we're at 1 hour and 9 minutes. So what I was saying about Lil Kim, the last part you heard about the plastic surgery, but I do realize it's her choice what she wants to do with her body. Now, when it comes to being disrespected, that just comes with the territory. Whether you like it or not, listen, every artist have had their day, and then after that, they end up having to cruise along and before they end up hitting rock bottom. Listen, nobody don't respect me either. But guess what? They don't have to respect me. I know what I did was good stuff. My music was good. So even if they don't respect me again, until I die and start buying up my CDs again, it comes with the territory. So as an artist, you have to learn how to become comfortable with when you're up and even when you're going through the time when you're no longer selling millions of copies. That's just a part of it. Now, the whole thing with the other person, 50 Cent, he has the right to say what he wants to say. She has the right to say what she wants to say. When it comes to the other young lady, who was it?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. I love her music. I love Lil Kim music. They are both queens in their own right and in their own time. And so I just say kudos to both of you. I love you both and I love your music. And I'll never stop. And so we have come down to the end of the show tonight. So what we're going to do, close out, we're going to allow each one of the kings to give their final commentary. And I'm going to go first and let Joseph go next, and then King Tramel to close us out the way he always so wonderfully does. Now, the way I'm going to close is this way. I want y'all to bless this platform today. But do not send anything to me. I want y'all to send it to them. I want to tell you something. The reason why I'm so free about money and giving, because I know about sowing and reaping. And so I give to them because they don't know how much of a blessing they were to me. Whisky Blu would not have been Whisky Blu if they didn't give me the opportunity after I was in a state of depression and they allowed me to come on their platform and do this with them. And so I am ever so eternally grateful, and I will never allow either one of them to give more to me than what I give to them. So that's why I keep giving and telling y'all give to them and not me. I have a product. I sell insurance. I can help people to make $28,000 a month just working part-time. I mean, $28,000 a year just working part-time. If you're willing to invest less than $500, you're not giving anything to me. If you just give something to the platform tonight, all right, and give it to the TheMcRaeKingz, I will give you my link so that I can teach you what I know for free. But you got to give an offering to this platform in order for me to be willing to teach you for free. But don't call me if you're not willing to invest $500 into yourself to take your license and test in your state, to get your fingerprints done, your background check done, so that you can become an insurance agent like me. I have almost 10 agents working up under me, pushing me to marketing director, where I make $30,000 a month. So give something into the platform tonight, and if you do, they will let me know if you ask them to give you the link for my platform and my Zoom so I can teach you how to do this. I'm finished. Now we're going to have JoJo to give his closing remarks.
Well, my closing remarks in response to what Melissa asked. So, the queen didn't mean nothing to me. So, she's dead, honey. As long as Latifah's still alive, I'm happy.
Hey, Queen
we already
Latifah
lost
is the bomb.
Aretha. As long as Latifah's still alive and Mary J, we good. We good on that one. I think a lot of her past is coming up of what she did to Black people and how she treated these other countries. And it's sad to see that some people, like in Argentina, I believe, the news broadcaster popped a bottle of champagne and said the bitch is dead. That shows you how other people thought about her beyond the people in England. Of course, she's going to treat her own people good. her little list of demands that she left are fears. Allegedly, she left Kate everything and left Megan nothing. So, I think she left Kate all her jewels and crowns, and she didn't leave Meghan Markle nothing. And that's just fierce and fucked up, but we know why she didn't. We already know why. Because, Meghan looks like the three of us sitting up here. And she is the three of us sitting up here. So, when people die, the truth comes out about them. So it is what it is. I mean, you can't go back and change it. She reigned all them years and did what she wanted to do and stole from all those countries and acted like they were gifts. And now they all want their quote unquote gifts back. So we'll see what Charles does, because we know he ain't going to give it back. But yeah, that's my closing remarks, only because Melissa had asked me. So I wanted to answer that for her. And again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you spending your Sunday with the TheMcRaeKingz and Whisky Blu.
I missed y'all last week.
Last week we was too busy.
I understand, but I just want y'all to know that I missed y'all last week.
So, okay, Tremel, it's on you now.
All right. Well,
take us out, sir. Take us out.
Well, in closing, I'm going to give you a recommendation. All you Amazon Prime members that have Amazon Prime TV, you need to go over. No, actually, for those of you Netflix subscribers, you need to go over to Netflix and you need to watch the new movie with Queen Latifah and Ludacris called End of the Road. I'm telling you, this movie is a suspense movie, and it is Queen Latifah and Ludacris are phenomenal in their roles. I'm not going to tell you what the movie is about. You have to go onto Netflix and you have to watch it. It should be under new releases. It's called End of the Road. Y'all go out there and watch it. If you should happen to watch it, send me an email or leave me a message on this on this live stream and let me know what you thought about it. But in closing, I'm going to say what I always say. You guys make sure you're watching us on all social media platforms. Of course, you know what those are. And if you can, please donate to the TheMcRaeKingz platform, because we are in the midst of regrouping. Unfortunately, some of our equipment is failing. We no longer have a computer, and we're trying to raise money to buy a new laptop so that we can continue to bring you what we bring you here on YouTube. And
how much do you need for the laptop?
Well, we're trying to raise $1,000 for the laptop.
Well, can I say this to everybody? Let's make sure they get this $1,000 by when? When's the deadline?
Well, we don't have a deadline.
So we are going to have this week a whole week of fundraising to raise that $1,000 all the way up till Friday. I want to see us do it. Listen, if you send money to me, I will send it to them. So if you send it to BTG Whisky Blu, guess what? I will send it to them and let them know that it's for the platform. I will not take any money that comes to me this week. It will all go toward the platform to raise this $1,000 to help our king to manifest what it is that they desire.
Oh yes, we really do. We are really desperately in need of it. Our iMac computer has completely crashed, and
guess what?
It's no longer.
If they don't do it by Friday, by Thursday, we're going to have a telethon on Thursday night to raise whatever amount
all right
to the goal.
All right, I hear that.
All right, Jerry Lewis.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay, we're going to give Jerry Lewis the realness this week if we to raise this money. But know that all of your donations are greatly appreciated. We thank you in advance. Even those of you that have yet to send us any donation, we thank you in advance.
And guess what? If they send it to me, it's a tax write-off, because my Whisky Blu initiative is not for profit. So if you want to get something for your $100, it will only be like you're giving $20, because you can write off and get an 80% tax credit for your gift if you give it to me and I give it to them.
Well, all right. Well, y'all, that's it for our show tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed all of our topics. And please let us know how we're doing. Send us an email at TheMcRaeKingz@gmail.com. And if you have any show ideas or if you have any comments, any questions, you can leave it in the comments section, or you can send us an email at TheMcRaeKingz@gmail.com. And as I stated, Whiskey Blues, all his information, the links to his channel will be in the comment section, well, in the description box of this video. So please be mindful of that. Also, you can, if for you guys that want to go over and purchase McCraeKingz merchandise, if you go to the about section of our YouTube channel, you will see the link for our McCraeKingz boutique, and you can go over there, and we have all different types of merch over there for you to select from. We have t-shirts, we have coffee mugs, we have phone we have phone covers, we have leggings for the ladies, we have sports bras for the ladies, we have baseball caps, we have sweatsuits, we have all different types of merchandise over there. So y'all go over there and check us out. And that is it for tonight.
Don't forget to send us an email if you want to meet us when we come to Georgia.
That's right. And the McCraeKingz are going on the road next week, and just send us an email. And just stay tuned in, because we will be going live for the duration of our journey from New Jersey to Atlanta, Georgia. So just stay tuned. Make sure you have your notification bell on. Make sure you have the shaded notification bell on, so you get all notifications when we drop new content or when we go live. And that's it for tonight, guys. You guys make sure you walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, and all those great and beautiful things. And always remember, it's Team McCrae
and Whiskey Blue
and Whiskey Blue all damn day and all damn night. Y'all have a good night.
Puff, puff, pass, pass.
Wait, don't stop the live. Miss Southern Girl is the McCraeKingz with the Z at the end of Kingz at gmail.com.
Yes.
So it's our name at gmail.com.
Yes. And we will see you guys next week for the Kingz Council. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Peace.
You guys don't go off yet, although y'all can end the live.